I have just been on one of the longboats that has a cinema inside of it. And we went in and sat and watched such beautiful things happening. From when my mum and my dad were little to the actual day today, it was absolutely fantastic filming, and I would advise everybody to go and see it. It blew my head away.
So Up Projects is a commissioning organisation, and we develop opportunities for artists to make new work in new contexts. We believe in the power of art to enrich the public realm and transform communities. So our work might unfold as a permanent intervention in an area that's undergoing regeneration or development, or it may be much more ephemeral, where artists are working on a more sort of event-based, quite light touch interventions, or getting very embedded within a community as an artist residency. In order to be able to deliver the projects that we do, we have to develop quite a collaborative approach. So we work with a whole range of different partners to create the varied work that we do.
The Floating Cinema project was something that we looked at as a programme that reached new audiences, that brought a whole different way of looking at film. It was also about commissioning new artists working in the context of a floating cinema. Their strapline, "It's more than just a cinema," is so true, because it's about an education programme, it's a volunteering opportunity. So it's the richness of what they can bring in this very simple concept.
The Floating Cinema on tour, Brentford to Bristol and back again, was the Floating Cinema's first national tour. The programme really had multiple strands, including a vibrant programme of film screenings, talks and tours, which responded to each location that the barge travelled to, an artist residency with an artist called Jan Sesnek, and also a brand new archive film commission created by Nina Pope and Karen Guthrie. Once we returned to London, we embarked on our extraterrestrial London programme.
Well, I first came across the original Floating Cinema in 2011 by accident when I was walking canal towpaths. Found it very entertaining and informative on a world that I really didn't know existed, because I come from a background of engineering and not the arts. It sparked something at the back of my mind.
We're particularly impressed with how it's reaching communities that the arts often can't reach. So, for example, this evening, the people in this area of Wiltshire probably haven't seen that much arts on the waterways initiatives like the Floating Cinema, the quality that we're talking about.
Up Projects came to us with their project ideas, and we felt that this was something that we wanted to support and encourage, as it was an innovative and unique project, and we felt would engage with our local communities, inspiring them to connect with the heritage of the county and the landscape and environment.
Well, bring them on. We need more stuff like this, don't we?
It's nice to see something in the local area, actually.
I think this is the first time, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the first time.
This is the first time that we are having something in here, like in this area, because otherwise we always have to go to Caversham, which is a bit further for us.
What makes Up Projects unique as an organisation is their ambition, but they're also great at generating ideas, done incredibly beautifully, incredibly well, with lots of opportunities for artists to really explore their practice.
Both Karen and I have really enjoyed working with Up Projects over the last 5 years. They are a really flexible organisation, very, very committed to what they do and very open-minded about a lot of the quite difficult at times material that we've programmed for the cinema. And it's just a real joy to work with them, because you can come up with an idea and they will help you realise it and bring it to an audience in a really professional and fantastically run way.
Our work is very much intrinsically linked with how we think about place, and also in working with those communities to uncover their ideas of what place means as well. What does it mean to them, and their own identity that's associated with that. So Jan's work was very much a part of that.
I used to think art is just drawing, painting and colouring, because electric is just electric, is not art, but now I know that it is art as well.
This has been an amazing opportunity for me because it's all about creating a brand new piece of work in a brand new setting that I've never been to, but also working with Up Projects has been wonderful in terms of the support they've given me and a quite open brief. They really gave me support to develop the work in any way that I wanted to, and that's extremely unusual and very exciting.
Well, it's not every day that you get to sit in a boat with a blindfold on and listen to other people talking about being in a boat. So it was quite that was quite an inspiring experience in a way, quite kind of thought-provoking.
People's reactions to the cinema have been fantastic. They've been really impressed. Lots of people have just stumbled across it by chance, and by and large people are really enjoying it.
We literally moored up here on Monday this week, and then the floating cinema pulled up and they started setting up the screen and everything. It's exciting. We get to be right at the heart of it all happening, so it was really good.
Nothing sort of scares them really. They'll just take on anything and see if they can make it work, and they do make it work.
They're just a particularly good example of the way in which the arts are working beyond the conventional art spaces and venues, and we've got to really applaud Up Projects for everything it's done in the last few years and the direction it's taking.
May the riff-raff remove that subsist